Well, it's a futuristic technology we've been seeing in sci-fi movies for years, but what if scenes like this from Minority Report became reality?
Hello, Mr. Yakamoto. Welcome back to the Gap. How those assorted tank tops work out for you?
Well, 13 years after that movie came out, the real world is finally catching up. This personalised identity software known as biometrics will make our lives safer and easier than ever. Facial recognition will change the way we shop. Fingerprint technology will help keep our kids more secure. And forget your passwords and PINs, don't worry about it. Your bank account could soon be activated by the sound of your voice.
Joining us now is one of the men behind this technology, Ken Farrow. G'day, Ken.
Hello,
Good
Ken.
morning.
Morning.
OK, let's go over the basics first, and we'll start with the facial recognition. Sure. How does that work?
It's actually, there's two ways it actually works. The first way is through the airports, and you'll be familiar with when you go through SmartGate. They have a database of you and your passport. It matches your face to your passport, and the gate opens.
Yes.
But the second way, which is what I think where you're heading towards, is that the technology today can detect someone walking into a department store. It takes that facial image and it actually puts it into an encrypted format and puts a unique ID number next to it.
Right.
Next time you walk past another camera, it takes your face again and matches you against that number. It follows your pattern all around the store. It can follow you through multiple stores. It can build a database up of what your activities are. Now, the second thing it does in there is that it works out your gender and it works out your age and it files that away. So now there's a pattern.
Well, it guesses our age, right?
It's actually, some of them are designed very politely.
Wear 2 hours of makeup before that.
Sometimes they are a bit polite in the way they go about that, but the principle is that the marketing department of these stores understand who is entering the store when, what their interests are, and then they start to tailor your experience around what you actually are doing. And so, when you go up the escalator and you see the billboards come up, well, the billboard will come up with your products only on it as you're going up the stairs.
Because it saw that 2 weeks ago I went past the perfume counter, so as I'm going up the escalator 2 weeks later, it will flash up a perfume
As though
special.
you went past the perfume counter.
For example.
We'll do it.
Okay.
Well, very clever. So that's for data mining, databases and marketing purposes.
Yes.
But there's some tremendous security work done with this as well, this sort of technology. Casinos are using this now.
Yeah. Well, the whole technology came out of the security sphere. And now, thanks to the providers of our PDAs and our personal devices, it's now becoming quite second nature, and it's very, very good value. Prices have come down. It's now a commoditised item.
OK, let's go to fingerprint technology. That's becoming more mainstream now. We see some daycare centres using it. If I want to go and pick up my child, I put my fingerprint in. No?
Children are our greatest asset.
Oh.
We know that.
Yeah.
And so the daycare centres recognise that, and you recognise that when you're giving your child to a third party to look after. So you want to make sure that the best is being done and they are secure. So at the front door, they use a finger scan to make sure only known people enter the centre. But secondly, inside the centre, they actually identify you to the child. And once again, the child is matched to you to drop the child off and also to pick the child later on.
Okay.
Wow.
Which can help in custody issues too, I guess. Yeah.
Big, huge issue for that. And the owners of daycare centres are paranoid about those sorts of things happening.
And so they should be. Let's shift to voice recognition. How does this work? It sounds kind of simple on the face of it.
I think this is the most interesting one because you will ring up a call centre and it'll start to record, you question what you want, it'll record what you are saying, and it'll put a voice pattern away, once again, into a database against your file. But next time you ring up, it records further, and it's sort of live. It grows with your usage of it, and it becomes better and better. But when you do make your call through, the operator has all your details pop up before you've even asked a question.
Does it record whether you're cranky or not because you've been waiting for 6 hours to talk to the operator?
Yes, I was about to make a comment on that, but no, I won't.
Let's look into the future where we're going to see the next uptake of this for everyday life. Where's going to be the next uptake of this for everyday life?
The first one coming is your car.
Okay.
You are going to have a fingerprint scanner on the dashboard, like you have all the other switches. You're going to touch that scanner, and it's not just going to start the car, it's actually going to set the seat, put the radio station on, put the heater on, adjust your mirrors. It's going to be all there for you, and those are being currently in manufacture.
Wow.
But beyond that, the iWallet's coming.
The iWallet?
The iWallet.
That's not a wallet made of eyes, is it? What is it?
No, it's not. You get your phone,
Yes.
you're going to swap your phone, and you're going to authenticate the transaction, and that is going to be your new wallet.
Because there was some research that we were talking about a year or so ago that people, when they lose a purse or a wallet, it takes 4, 5, 6 hours to realise that you've done that. But everyone is so used to having their phone with them now all of the time that it's highly secure, because, you know, if you can't find it for 5 minutes, you're looking for it.
And the phone has an encrypted fingerprint scanner on it, therefore you lose it, it's useless to anybody else, they can't get your data.
Well, it already has that already. What about in the sphere of banking? What are we seeing with banking?
The ATMs are already got biometrics on them. And
For fingerprint or voice?
Finger. For ATMs for banking. The voice recognition, not in Australia. We're quite behind the scenes, actually, of what's happening around the world.
Okay. What about, and we talk about movies, and we start off with the Minority Report. What about that whole thing of people cutting off your finger or ripping your eyeball out of it?
Yeah, we love that one. That's one of the myths. There's several myths. The first one, out of Hollywood.
Now, why is that a myth? Yeah.
It has to be alive.
It's got to have a heartbeat, Kylie. If the finger doesn't have a pulse or a heartbeat, well, I don't know what sort of movies you're watching, but as soon as that finger is dead, you can't use it.
That's correct.
I reckon you get asked,
he knows more than I know.
Do you get asked that a lot? I bet you do.
Every time. And the same with I'm not going to have a laser in my eye when the blue light flashes. There's no laser. It's a camera taking a photograph of your eye. It's not a laser beam, and it's not has any damage whatsoever.
And no one's going to rip my eyeball out because the eyeball has to be
That doesn't work
functioning?
either, no. Well, that's one. The other thing actually you might be interested in.
Well, the best thing to do probably, because I know where you're going with this, you can't chop my finger off. But what you can do, you can knock me out and drag me by the finger to the ATM.
Yes, you can.
That's right. You can.
You can. Well, maybe Kylie can't, but someone else could.
But a couple of Kylie's got people who drag bodies
People around.
all the time. So, excellent. Thank you.
Excellent. Good to know.
Cheers.
Good to know. I'll be hanging on to my card for just a little bit longer. But I guess there's nothing to stop people now doing that anyway with a card.
Chopping your finger off.
No, like dragging you and your card. That's what hijacking.
Well, just on that point, there is a distress signal.
On your finger?
Yes,
on your card?
use the wrong finger.
So it's
alarm bells go off.
All right, buddy, your choice. All right.
There's a finger I use with Larry all the time, and it's
Oh,
you get the message
that's
loud
the first
and
one I
clear.
chop off. That's the first one I chop off. Thank you very much.
Well,
it's
pleasure.
very interesting.
Fascinating
Thank you. It is
stuff.
fascinating.